Tensions in the Middle East have surged once again with a fresh maritime incident near the UAE's Fujairah coast, raising alarm across global shipping lanes and energy markets. The episode comes at a moment when the region is already on edge due to escalating confrontation between Iran and the United States over control of the Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most critical oil transit choke points. According to maritime security reports, a commercial tanker was struck by unidentified projectiles roughly 78 nautical miles off the coast of Fujairah. The incident was confirmed by the United Kingdom Maritime Trade Operations, which monitors threats to shipping in the region. While the vessel sustained damage, all crew members were reported safe. The timing of the attack is particularly significant. It occurred just hours after Washington announced a major new naval initiative aimed at restoring safe passage through the Strait of Hormuz, a waterway that Iran has effectively restricted for months amid ongoing hostilities. The United States has launched what it calls a maritime security operation to escort commercial vessels through the strait. The move is intended to break the bottleneck that has left hundreds of ships stranded and disrupted nearly a fifth of the world's oil supply routes. In response, Iran has issued stark warnings. Iranian military officials have declared that any foreign naval presence in the strait without coordination would be considered a violation and could be targeted. Against this volatile backdrop, the tanker strike near Fujairah is being seen not as an isolated event, but as part of a broader pattern of escalating maritime confrontations. Regional authorities have described the attack as a serious breach of international law. A tanker linked to the UAE's national oil operations was reportedly targeted in what officials called a flagrant violation, further intensifying diplomatic tensions. The incident also coincides with a wider wave of military activity across the Gulf. Iranian drones and missiles have reportedly targeted infrastructure in the UAE, including facilities near Fujairah's strategic oil hub. Some of these attacks caused fires and injuries, though air defenses intercepted several incoming threats. In parallel, reports have emerged of additional maritime incidents in the Strait of Hormuz. A South Korean cargo vessel experienced an explosion, while other ships have reported fires or damage under unclear circumstances. The United States has rejected Iranian claims that its naval vessels were struck during these encounters. American military officials insist that no warships have been hit and that operations to escort commercial shipping are continuing as planned. Still, the situation remains highly contested, with both sides offering conflicting narratives about what is unfolding in the region. Iran's Revolutionary Guard has asserted control over the Strait of Hormuz, even declaring a form of maritime control zone and warning vessels against unauthorized transit. This assertion of control has had immediate consequences. Shipping traffic through the strait has dropped dramatically, with hundreds of vessels effectively stranded and thousands of sailors caught in limbo as companies weigh the risks of passage. Energy markets have reacted sharply. Oil prices have surged amid fears of prolonged disruption, reflecting the strategic importance of the waterway through which roughly 20% of global crude oil typically flows. The Fujairah region itself has become a focal point in this unfolding crisis. As one of the world's key oil storage and bunkering hubs, any disruption there sends ripple effects across global supply chains. This is not the first time Fujairah has been targeted in recent months. Earlier strikes involving drones and missiles have hit oil facilities in the area, causing fires and temporary shutdowns. The repeated targeting of both ships and energy infrastructure suggests a deliberate strategy aimed at exerting pressure on global nafta flows and challenging U.S. efforts to maintain open sea lanes. Meanwhile, diplomatic efforts to de-escalate the situation appear stalled. Iran is reviewing proposals from the United States, but key disagreements remain, particularly over sanctions, military presence, and the broader regional conflict. The humanitarian dimension of the crisis is also growing, with shipping routes disrupted, supply chains for fuel and essential goods are under strain, and the risk of further escalation remains high. Amid these developments, one message from Tehran has been consistent and unmistakable: any unauthorized naval presence will be targeted. The warning underscores the fragile and dangerous balance now defined the Strait of Hormuz, a region where a single incident such as the tanker strike near Fujairah can rapidly escalate into a wider confrontation. On the other side, Washington maintains that its mission is defensive and necessary. We're helping ensure safe passage for commercial shipping. Yet, despite these assurances, the reality on the ground and at sea tells a more complicated story. Conflicting claims, ongoing attacks, and a climate of uncertainty continue to define the situation. As naval forces maneuver, drones patrol the skies, and commercial ships wait for safe passage, the waters of the Gulf have effectively become one of the most dangerous flashpoints in the world today. The tanker incident near Fujairah is not just another headline. It is a stark reminder of how quickly tensions can spill over into global Bahaffaran, affecting economies, energy security, and international stability. With no clear resolution in sight, the coming days will be critical in determining whether the region moves toward de-escalation or slides further into confrontation.